God bless her, can get Russian red siesta, then I suppose anything goes.
I took a step back from the explosions and poop jokes of today's media and took a look at the 1964 Stanley Kubrick classic, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. It's a little bit strange that this production has two titles. I guess Strangelove was a bit too provocative for the more protective parents out there. Anyway, here's the rundown. Brigadier General Jack the Ripper, no, not that one, goes crazy and orders his bombers to commence Plan R, which is essentially a preemptive strike against the Soviet Union. The President, generals, and the eponymous Dr. Strangelove all work to make sure that the bombers don't reach their targets, lest doomsday occurs. This movie is about 90 minutes long, definitely shorter than other Kubrick films. However, that doesn't make it any less interesting. In fact, I loved every minute of it. Peter Sellers plays three of the characters, Strangelove, the President, and another British general, or no, commander? Yeah. And he is practically the star of the film. It was a hilarious movie about the most sensitive period of its time, the Cold War. Everything done in this movie is played for laughs, from the weird wheelchair-bound Nazi to the mistress/smurfette/secretary of the general, to the bomb-raiding cowboy. And who cannot forget the conversation the president has with the Russian premier? I mean, just listen to this.
Now then, Dmitri, you know how we've always talked about the possibility of something going wrong with the bomb. The bomb, Dmitri. The hydrogen bomb.
This movie is no doubt a satire and does a fantastic job of being so. It reminds me of another similar title that I read, Catch-22. Although these two titles are about completely different wars, they do convey the same message. War is silly. In the novel, Yossarian is subject to all sorts of logic traps and unwanted situations. His friends are a cavalcade of different interesting characters that all want out of the war or to take advantage of it. Dr. Strangelove, on the other hand, has a bunch of characters that moves the story along by preventing war. Another thing to note that, unlike Catch-22, Dr. Strangelove does not have any tragic or outcast characters. All the characters contribute in order to make sure the war doesn't happen. Well, save Ripper. On that final thought, I give Dr. Strangelove a solid 9 for the memorable screenwriting, the amazing cinematography, and the fact that it's a Kubrick movie. It would be a 10, however, I had to miss reruns of Family Guy and Bob's Burgers in order to watch it. We owe me one, Kubrick. Thanks for watching.
Anything goes. Just think of those shocks you got, and those knocks you got, and those blues you got from those news you got, and those pains you got.